Hi, I want to show you something that will really blow your mind. So, I have these two glasses, right? They're completely empty. And I have these two bottles of Vatra or two bottles of water. And I also have fruit top juice. So, if I was to get this glass, right? And I open up this bottle of Vatra. And I pour it in here. Alright, close it. Now I have in this glass some water, right? Now if I was to get this other bottle of Vatra, I open it up as well, and then I pour this other bottle of water, or I pour this water into this glass as well, and then the water from this bottle and the water from this bottle mix. What do I have? More water. So I've added two bottles of water together in one glass, and all I have is just more of the same thing, right? It's just water on water. Nothing has changed. It's just the same thing. Now, suppose in this glass, I pour water, right? I pour water in here, but this time around, instead of pouring more water, I add juice. So I have fruit top grape juice right here. So I want you to notice something. The moment I pour water in here, or rather the moment I pour juice in here, what happens? You can already see visually that the color has already begun to change. The color has changed. It's now black. Okay? Originally there was water, but now it has become black. But not only has the color changed, the taste has also changed. So if I was to actually take a sip, it's not just going to taste like water. It's going to taste like the juice. So now what am I trying to say with this illustration? You know, many of the times we have people who God has gifted with so many things. God has gifted you with creativity. God has blessed you with amazing ideas. God has blessed you with an amazing mind. God has blessed you with something that is unique. You even know in your heart that this thing that I have, whether it's your ability to sing, whether it's your ability to create, whether it's your ability to write, you know that what I have in me is completely unique. No one is thinking like me. No one is analyzing things like me. But then the problem we have is that we are afraid to express ourselves. We think, oh, I'm too weird. The way I'm thinking is too weird. The way I'm thinking is too strange. But the reality is that you can never change the world by being like it. Alright? You can never change the world by being like it. Notice in the first illustration, there was water and I added more water. What did I get? It was just more water. I was adding the same thing. But it took something completely different, which was this juice, to actually create something new, to create something special, to create something that looks different, to create something that tastes different. So you can never change the world by being like it. If you ever have a plan to change the world, you can't think like anybody else. Look at Elon Musk. All these crazy ideas, all these crazy inventions he's made, it took him thinking like he couldn't think like everybody else. Okay, how many people do you know who want to colonize Mars? It's very few people. Okay, look at the Wright brothers. They came up with the first aeroplane, if I'm not mistaken. It took a level of creativity. It took a level of intelligence. It took them thinking differently from everybody else to actually come up with something new. Alright, so what is that idea that God has given you that you're holding on to? What is that gift that you have that you're scared to show to the world because you're afraid, oh, people will laugh at me, people think I'm weird, people think I'm crazy. What is that thing that you have in you? Okay, it could be the way you think. Other people might attack you and say, why do you think like that? Why do you talk like that? Why do you act like that? But the reality is that it's that same thing that makes you stand out, which will actually bring change to the country you're in. It might actually bring change to the world you're in. So it is only the different who make a difference. It's only the different who make a difference.